Why are you getting dizzy for no reason? It may feel like that, but I'm going to try and help you figure out why. Welcome to the Vertigo Recovery Doctor. I'm Dr. Kevin Smith, and I want to not only help you figure out why you're having vertigo, but also how to recover from it. Now this question, I said I was going to challenge you on it, and the reason is because there are oftentimes causes of vertigo that you might not be noticing. And so you got to be really particular and careful with writing down what you were doing when you were experiencing dizziness and what, or even the day before what you were doing, hours before what you were doing. Did you eat something different? Whatever it might be. But when you look at diagnoses like BPPV, that's going to be really obvious. You change positions and dizziness comes on. Vestibular neuritis kind of comes on right away. That could be why is it happening for no reason, but oftentimes it's more of a viral infection that just kind of comes on. So yeah, that could happen for no reason, but that's kind of like, why did I get the common cold, pay attention to things like, is your dizziness coming on with head movement? Is it coming on with stressful situations? Is it coming on with, after exercising, or with dehydration when you're not sleeping well? Is it coming on with weather changes or changes around your menstrual cycle? So if your hormones are changing, pay attention to things like, is it worse in the mornings or is it worse in the evenings? If so, what are you doing in the mornings or what are you doing in the evenings that might be a little bit different? Is it coming on with when you're in a busy visual environment? So going up and down the grocery store, looking at the aisles and all the items, or in a busy crowded environment? Is it coming on when you're scrolling on your phone, or when things are moving fast on the TV, or when you're riding in a car? Pay attention to all those different possible triggers of symptoms to help you kind of narrow down what might be causing it. And if you're trying to figure that out, you can grab my free ebook on the 5 most common causes of vertigo and how to recover. It might help you weed out what's causing your vertigo or what's not causing your vertigo. Now, for some of the diagnoses that might be a little bit more of spontaneous vertigo, or might be a little bit fall into that category of why is it happening for no reason, would be something like vestibular migraines. Sometimes you have to have a combination of factors, like you didn't sleep well and you're dehydrated, or you're in kind of a, sometimes migraines are just triggered by strong scents. It could be a lot of different things that can trigger. Sometimes it's only when there's a combination of those things, and may feel like something's, you're getting vertigo for no reason. Another thing would be Meniere's disease, where you just all of a sudden get an attack, and maybe it happens like a couple hours after something that triggered it. That's why you have to kind of look back on what might be triggering it. Look back a couple hours. Look back, what did you do that morning? What was different? Look back the day before. Try to find those triggers, because a lot of times they're going to be there. Another diagnosis like 3PD, persistent postural perceptual dizziness, you might have this constant dizziness that's always there. It kind of feels like nothing's happening. And also, if you have some kind of autonomic dysfunction like POTS, usually you'll notice that you're getting dizzy with standing or after exercising or something like that. So you'll kind of notice that there's a trigger. But there's almost always a cause for the dizziness, and we just gotta narrow it down to figure out what it is. So the more you can be specific with what's causing your vertigo, or when it's occurring, time of day, or situations that we talked about, the better off you're going to be with narrowing down what might be causing your vertigo. I hope this was helpful for you, and if it was, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.